What's happening, everybody? What's popping? What's popping with you? Everybody out there, what's good? What's good? Oh, man. Another one. It's another one. I don't know what. Bro, this team is breaking me, bro. I'm not going to even front. I can't even get up here and I really didn't even want to load up tonight again, for real, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. Jalen's broke, bro. Something's wrong with Jalen, bro. Something is wrong with Jalen. I don't know if it's his confidence, is it the system? Is this just who he is? I don't know. I don't know, bro. Oh man. I honestly don't even know where to start. We need something. Something's got to give. Something's got to give, bro. Like, somebody's got to get fired. Somebody's got to get demoted. People need to be benched. Nobody's been held accountable. And I'm not just talking about the players. The GM is not being held accountable. The coach is not being held accountable. The players are not being held accountable. Everybody's effort is looking piss poor except for Shangoon. You know, Shangoon is the only one look like he consistently wants to play. This is ridiculous. What is it? Why do Silas still have a job? You know, like, I know Stone is micromanaging everything. But if Stone, how can you sit and be anybody in his organization and be comfortable with these results? I don't get it. You just can't say, oh, we're tanking. This is worse than tanking. I done seen tanking teams before. This is something other than tanking. This is we suck. No accountability. No structure. Just everything that can be wrong with a team, we have it. Ball hogging, lack of passing, lack of movement. Everything is just wrong with this team. Next game, I'll bench Jalen Green. He'll be coming off the bench if I was the coach. Dude, you gonna miss shots. Don't let that affect you, man. Like, you the only one that had it hard on this team. You had it the easiest on this whole team. You've been starting since day one. It's like they don't know. Like, soon as a little controversy sink in, bro, they out the door. They like deadbeat dads. Soon as something happened and they don't want to be around, they check out. This is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous. Somebody needs to be held accountable for the product that we are seeing on the court. I'm gonna pull the press conference from the beginning of this year with the rookies and all that garbage that Stone them was saying about we want to be a little bit better, we want to do this, we want to be that. We're just not comfortable with tanking. Basically, that's what they was trying to say. They want to see incremental growth. I see no incremental growth. All I see is regression. KJ Martin, he's good with me. Shangoon, he's good with me. Even Tari looked decent in his first game starting. But everybody else, they look checked out, bro. And then I'm looking at the sideline. Silas, He not even yelling. He don't even look upset. He just look dejected. That's not what you want to see from a coach. The team emulates the coach. The team takes on the personality of the coach. Usually. I'm not saying every time. But usually, the team takes on the personality of the coach. And our coach look like he's given up. Silas has given up. Get him out of here. And I'm going to try and to quote my boy Mike, Uncle Mike from Twitter, Stone is not qualified for this job because I don't care if you're tanking or what. We done seen tanking teams fire their coaches. We see it all the time. Brett Brown was the only one to make it out of this. So what is the problem with changing something? You guys got to change something just for the benefit of change. Sometimes you just need change just to change. Because coming out doing the same thing over and over and over is dumb. It's insanity if you think you're going to get a different result from the same coach, from the same players, from the same GM, from something needs to change. I hope to death Tillman is on the phone right now with Stone telling him he's got to do something. If not, he's going to get fired. Somebody needs to feel some pressure for growth, somebody needs to feel it, bro. I don't see nobody with a sense of urgency in this team. Nobody. And everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of guys, especially on this channel, some guys on this channel, like to say, oh, no, Şengün, blah, 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 Şengün, blah, 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 blah. Give it a break. Because if you watching his games and you don't see that Şengün is the only one, no, he's not the best center in the world, but he's the best player we got right now that's playing the best. So if you got a problem with Şengün and the way he's playing, that's on you. Because if you looking at it with a clear-eye view of what's going on the court, you won't be sitting up here talking about Şengün. Şengün is the least of our problems. And KPJ wasn't our problem either. Just let me put that out of there. This is systemic. This comes from the top down. You know what I'm saying? Something's got to give. I don't see how you could be comfortable watching this, man. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I need about a 2-week break from this. This is getting to me, bro. I'm not gonna even front. I expected to lose. I expected us to be bad, but I did not expect us to have a worse record at this point in time than we did last year. The turnovers, the lack of focus is mind-boggling to me. How can you sit here and watch these guys turn the ball over countless times in a row, throw it out to the damn bleachers or to the referee or to somebody and don't change? This is getting ridiculous, man. I hate I have to load up every night after a game and come in here and talk to y'all diehard fans that's overseas, that's putting their money up to watch a bad product. Me and Frank, I'm not going to even front. Frank, I'm going to let him know. We thinking about doing other stuff on this channel. Do you understand the stress that it that goes under breaking down film and just seeing? You got to watch the game first. And that's hard. Then you got to go back and look at film of the madness. And some of the stuff are just so easy to fix. It's pitiful. I guarantee you, if you go to a high school gym right now in America, anywhere, You would not see this type of effort in high school. And them guys are not getting paid millions of dollars to do this. It's concerning on all kinds of levels. For real. It's like I need a mental cleansing from the garbage that the Rockets is putting on me. I got enough stress in my regular life. Usually this is an outlet to something different, to something more stress-free, to something we don't really, need, but we love it and we do it. But when it's stressful and it's compounding all the regular stress in your life, it's best to let it go, truthfully. It's best to let it go. Because this stuff is ridiculous. I hope y'all a fan or a semi-fan of another team. Because if you just stuck on the Rockets like I am, I can't see myself being a fan of another team. I can't root for nobody else. Now, I'll watch other games, but I'm not going to be a fan of no other club, bro. This shit has to stop. It has to stop, man. For real. Something's got to give. Everybody's checked out except Şengün. Everybody is checked out, man. I seen John Lucas get up off the bench and just straight started going in on somebody. I can't even think who it was because I think it was Matthews or Tate or something. Somebody. I think it was Tate. And all you Tate guys out there talking about, oh, it'll be better when Tate get back. No, it don't. It haven't. It's not been better. You feel me? KJ, Şengün, and really just KJ and Şengün is the only ones that consistently bring it every night. I got Stockholm Syndrome. If you don't know what that is, look it up. I'm going to let you know what it is. Stockholm Syndrome is like when somebody abusing you all the time or kidnap you, but you love them and you fall in love with them and you stay through it. It's a mental disability. And I think I'm about to get a mental disability from watching these damn Rockets, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. Not even competitive in the closing moments. This is the effects of tanking. You form bad habits. Now, I'm not saying the coaches was telling them to do this, but maybe in the past they was getting too close, they was doing too good. Maybe they was like, hey, y'all bump it down, or they'll do some stuff, slick stuff to where they just let the team come back. Now it's a routine. It's a routine. You play hard, decent first half, then you just give up. I'm legit fed up, bro. I'm legit fed up. I don't know if I can watch another 40 games of this. 40 games. We still got 40 games. And this already seemed like it's been 2 seasons worth of losing just this season, half a season, bro. And we got another 40 games of this to go. Feel like I'm about to lose it. I swear, I feel like I'm about to lose it, bro. Like, for real. AAU plays better basketball. AAUs play better basketball. You can probably go in the college ranks right now, get any, it could be a D2 level school. Bring them up and they're going to give us a run for our money because we do dumb stuff. We don't read defenses correctly. Only person that reads the defense correct, like most of the time, is Şengün. It's like Jalen, he knows the play, But he put his head down when he dribble. He don't have a tight handle, so he got to watch his dribble. And when he be watching his dribble, he miss open guys. Man, he be missing Şengün so much on rolls and stuff that is pitiful. This is madness, man. This ain't tanking. This is pure incompetence. This is incompetency at its finest. And it's coming from higher up. It's coming from higher up. I've been watching this team for too long to have to subject myself to this. This used to be fun. You remember how much fun we used to have, CSGs? This used to be fun. We used to come in here, crack it up, because we had something forward to look to. Now we only halfway through the season, and I'm not gonna front. I'm ready to stop watching this garbage. I'm already this close from just not even caring about the Texans no more. I'm getting this close to being the same way with these Rockets until something change. So, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, CSGs, I know y'all in here, man. Let me get to y'all, bro. Let me get to y'all. Let me get to the comments, dog. My bad, man. I had to get on my soapbox and give it, and just, I had some stuff on my chest, man. I told my wife, I don't know if I want to do this. But she said, babe, you love the Rockets. I said, yeah, I know. She said, what you gonna do? What about the chop shop? I say, they'll figure something out. They got locked on Rockets. Nah, but real talk. Even my wife was like, bro, you really? Because she know how I am about this team. And she know how I am about sports in general. If I'm a fan, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? Damn, why this keep... Oh, bro. Kenny S. Appreciate it. Super chatted $2. My band, Kenny S. Appreciate that, man. Let's see what you got to say. Same story, different game. Hold on, H-Town. We coming. This team is 3 years away. So that's going to end up being 6 years in a rebuild, bro. And Jalen Green. I got to get on Jalen Green real quick. I don't know what bro doing. I don't know what is it the lack of. I don't know if he just checked out mentally. But this dude, he need to check himself. I don't know if Silas did it. I don't know if it's the losing. But the dude just look like he don't care. He just drives. He just drive. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Jalen, I know we all know. Instead of trying to go chase a bag and just going to Milan and fashion shows, I don't care if you bring the Rockets trainers with you. What they gonna do? Training is not the same as hiring somebody. He need to get with Chris Brinkley. You see how much KPJ of a bag he got? And you see the different shot selections and ability of KPJ? Because he works in the off season. He works in the off season to offseason straight he's been with Chris Brinkley. What is Jalen doing? Because right now, Jalen look like he a six man. Just be a six man, bro. He coming off the bench if he was on my squad. I don't give a damn about you being a second overall pick. Bro, you not performing like one. And even if the coach is not putting you in the most advantageous positions, that don't mean you check out mentally. He is checked out. So if you're going to check out, you're going to check out on the bench. Next game, we play Timberwolves again. We play them, what? Monday, Tuesday. We play them again. He'll be coming off the bench if I was the coach. Jalen will be coming off the bench. He wouldn't even see the court until the beginning of the second quarter. Probably even midway through the second quarter. Sometimes bullying works. Sometimes putting people on the spot in front of everybody works. I don't care what Silas doing. Sometimes you got to dig in these players' asses to get them in motion. And if it's Stone that's pulling it, Stone need to come down and do something. Something got to give, bro. Something got to give. Now let's holler at my CSGs, bro. Jose Potter, what's good? What's good? Appreciate you for joining us over here. Kubale, what's happening? Jose Potter, okay. Kenny S, what's good? Swaggy D. Paquito Kali, what's happening? Kenny S, what's good? Larry Tenier Sr., what's popping? Let's see. Brandon Simpson, Big B, what's popping? Daniel 9 what's good? Let's see. Who else with us? Frank. My boy Frank, the GOAT. Breakdown. Let's see who else with us in here. Arshawn March, what's poppin', Arshawn March? Baba Shola, what's good, Baba Shola? That boy T, what's good, T? Let's see. ILR United, what's good? JB Thax, what's poppin'? Let's see who else we got in here with us. Lee, what's good, Lee? H, what's happening, H? Sigga Miggs, what's good, Sigga Miggs? Let's see who else we got. Draw Quick, what's happening, Draw Quick? Appreciate you for joining us over here at the Chop Shop. Gold Cop, what's happening, Gold Cop? Let's see. King 98, what's good, King? Gamer Fam, what's popping, Gamer Fam? Appreciate you for joining us over here at the Chop Shop, baby. Who else we got in here? Henkin, what's good, Henkin? Thurgood Marshall, what's popping? Let's see. Bruce NG, what's good, Bruce? Imlilad, what's good, Imlilad? Space A 713, what's popping? Let's see. Gamer Fam, what's good? Eagles 2020, what's popping? Faded Opinion, appreciate you for joining us. Let's see. Joe's Fresh, what's popping? Joe's Fresh, appreciate you for joining us. Smoke 3, what's good, Smoke 3? Smoke 3, Smoke 4, Smoke 5, Smoke 6 to relieve this pressure. Zachary saying, what it do? Let's see. Cam, what's good, Cam? Let's go with it. Merc 1, what's good, Merc 1? Larry James, what's poppin', Larry James? Appreciate you for joining us in the Chop Shop. Hakeem Elijah One, what's good? Yusagami, what's poppin'? Let's see. Who else we got in here with us? Is that everybody? Got my boy T. Okay. Let's see. I got everybody. I don't think I got everybody. Let's see. Yeah, that's everybody. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Appreciate y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and read off some of y'all comments real quick. Let's get it. I'm going to stop wherever I stop. Nobody knows. Y'all was way up there. My bad. I went on a little diatribe, so I got to come down a little bit. Larry James saying Anthony Edwards destroyed y'all team chemistry by saying build around Şengün. Edwards is a monster. You think that what it was? You think that's what it was? Even the commentators, I watched the opposing team stream. Okay, what we got? Kenny S, appreciate that $2 super chat, man. What's happening? He says, remember 5 years before Astros won, they was the worst in MLB. Facts. But you know what they did too? They changed managers. They changed managers, bro. John Dietz, what's happening? Fred Wright, what's good? Fred Wright, I ain't see you though. My bad. Appreciate that, Fred Wright. Yeah, but they changed managers, bro. They had a whole different. Hussein Kus. Appreciate you for subscribing to the channel, my man. Good looking out. Appreciate you. Yeah, but yeah, they was bad. The Astros was bad. But they drafted well. They let the guys grow together. And then they fired the GM too, I believe. But I know they got rid of the manager. And that was when, boom, they took off. They brought in a heavy analytics guy. And then they took off. So, yeah. I'm not going to say we're going to be the Astros. I'm not even fit to say that. I'm not. Because I doubt that we are. I don't think we on that trajectory. I really don't. I think we more of the Rangers. than the Astros. Just being real. T, what's good? T said Şengün was the only major move we really made at the starting lineup. What you trying to say, T? What you trying to say, T? I know what you're trying to say, T. But we was already losing with that other starting lineup with Bruno. We was losing. So, I hear you, but it's more than just Şengün, bro. You can't look at this team and say it's Şengün. It's not all about Şengün. You know, I know he don't fit the typical archetype of a center, but bro do his best with what he got. And what it is, from what I'm seeing, he's the only one that act like he really care. You know what I'm saying? He the only one act like they really care, bro. Straight up. Thurgood Marsh says, good monologue, Space. Appreciate that, Thurgood. Good looking out. Sigamid says, let it all out, Space. I think I got it all out, bro. I might end up bugging my wife tonight. My wife probably ain't gonna want to hear me. I'm gonna probably be going on about how we suck. She probably gonna turn over and say, you know, she probably ain't gonna be happy. But like I said, I think I got it out. Larry James says Şengün is a soft punk. Oh, garbage. Oh, come on, Larry. We got another one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying build around Şengün. I'm just saying right now, for what it's worth, on this team, Şengün, he's the best option we got. So you saying build around Jalen Green you're going to have to build around Jalen anyway. I think Jalen, he's the type of guy that you could put in any system, but you still going to have to build around and maximize other guys. Now, ceiling wise, if Jalen pans out, he should be the best player on the team. But as long as you got a weak, fragile mentality, you don't give effort, you don't hustle, you don't know how to read defenses and coverages, why am I build around you? He steady be making crazy mistakes, bro. And I know he's young, but some of these things is not young. Some of these things are not being young. Some of these things about IQ. I'm starting to worry about his IQ and his effort. Missing shots, that's going to happen. The best missed shots. The best of the best missed shots. But effort, that's something you could control personally. And it's your want to, and if you want to get up and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I would sit him on the bench. I would sit him on the bench. We're not winning with him anyway. We was winning the game and he only had 3 points. So everybody else did their job this game. If you look at this game and you say Jalen Green didn't lose this game for us, come on. Come on. Jalen was not it tonight. And he haven't really, ever since the beginning of December, since the calendar year of December, he's been bad. He done had all kinds of little low scoring games, this and that, blah, 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 blah. And then he'll have a 40-point game. Like I said last game, I wasn't even impressed with that 40-point game. So leave that 40-point game over there. He might as well score 4. Because it didn't help us win. That's not what I want. I want somebody that's going to affect winning in the end. So, anybody want to come up, give their take off? I'm posting the link right now. Come up and give this tank off. You know what I'm saying? Come on up and get your take off. It's open. The lines are open. The lines are open for you. But appreciate that super chat, Kenny S, for sure. Let's see. Thurgood Marshall says, they'll figure something out. I hope they figure something out. Yusugami says a close loss. Yeah, it was a close loss, but we should have won. Like, truthfully, we still should have won that. We still should have won that game. The turnovers is just so baffling to me, man. Baffling. And half the turnovers is from picking up that dribble too soon without having a secondary plan to do. They pick up that dribble so soon and just start looking, franticking, panicking, don't know what to do. That's part of it. Smoke 3 says Şengün not being a rim protector. How can the team build around him? That's not the point. I'm not saying build around Şengün. I'm saying he's the best option we have now. Let's see. I got my boy Kenny S with me. What's poppin', Kenny S? Can you hear me? Kenny, can you hear me, bro? Who else we got in there? Big B. What's up?
What's up, G?
What's poppin', B?
Man, this was a frustrating one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Can y'all hear Big Brandon? Can y'all hear Big B? Let me know. Y'all should be able to hear him.
But yeah, we've been on the Stone thing, right? So, I mean, man, it's really starting to show its colors to me, man. Stone, with all those trades he did, and just the overall progression of the team or lack thereof, you know.
Yeah. So, you laying this at the feet of Stone or Silas?
I think so. I think I'm gonna go with Stone now. I mean, at first, of course, it was Silas, but when you really start to see everything play out, I mean, like the Knicks situation, like where is Knicks? We don't even see Knicks no more. Was that Stone telling Silas to just keep playing Knicks? Now, I've also heard the argument about Stone has no GM experience, so why would he have that much control? So then I want to go with, like Frank mentioned on his video, Tillman's son. How much control does he have? I don't know what he is. Is he like the vice president of operations or something? I'm not sure. I know he's got a high position. We just need a true basketball guy in there. Tad Brown. We miss him. It's showing his case right now.
Yeah, I agree. We need somebody that know what the hell they're doing. Bottom line. Bottom line, bro. Seem like nobody in this organization know what the hell they're doing. From the top down. From the top down, bro.
I liked how we went through some goon in the first half. I mean, he was getting a lot of touches, and we completely went away from it in the second half. Ghost. I don't know why, and I understand the criticism on his defense, but I mean, if people watch Frank's videos, I mean, you'll see really the stats don't show that. I mean, does he pass the eye test all the way? Not really. He really doesn't. But stats, they don't lie, and he isn't as bad as what we see, you know. And then Garuba, I don't know what happened to Garuba. He started so good at the beginning of the year, and man, he can't catch a pass for nothing. He got the worst hands I've seen in my life. Like,
Yeah.
man, bro, you fumble and bumble everything.
Facts. Facts. Kenny S, you with me, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's popping, Kenny? Go ahead and
What's good,
go ahead
man?
and hate on Shangoon, bro. I know you about to.
Nah, I ain't gonna hate on Shangoon, man. Like I keep trying to tell everybody, like I only do it when they heckling KPJ, cause like I said, I feel like he the best player on the team. Shangoon is good. Shangoon, he does do his thing from time to time. I just don't feel like you can just.
You breaking up, bro. You walked away from your internet. All right, Brandon. What you?
Okay, so I
You
like
said
what
you
you
was.
said about.
You said you
Go
was
ahead.
blaming this on Stone, right? You giving more of this on Stone.
Yeah, I'm giving more on this on Stone, and it's not just because of with everything that's unfolding right now. I mean, if you really want to look at it, I mean, the veterans that we could have kept and the veteran that we have now definitely is showing us that that was not the right move. I mean, another thing like Karras could have came in and helped us a lot, man. I mean, I think he really could have, and I know he's not doing good right now, but I mean, the Pacers still got a first round pick for him.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this over and over, and I mean, it's just all really showing what Stone's done and built. Like, again, let's go with the point guard situation. We're struggling at so bad. I mean, we had Dennis Schroeder. I mean, we even had DJ Augustine. I mean, DJ Augustine was balling last year. I mean, he looked pretty good for us, and definitely was setting up players to get in the right spots, and has the veteran leadership too. Also, I mean, I don't know why Stone just wants to held on to Gordon so long, thinking he was the veteran that we needed. I mean, everybody knew his personality already. We already seen that is not the guy that you want leading the only veteran. Now, he'd be all right if you have another one in there with him, but just him by himself leading the young guys, nah. We already knew that. I mean, even before the year, we knew that wasn't. I don't think was the best play, and touching on the Wall thing. I mean, looking back on it now, I mean, you're just like, man, maybe we should have played Wall. Maybe we should have played Wall, and seeing where that kind of took us a little bit. We already knew it was going to be gone anyways, but just to give a little bit more veteran leadership on the court, not off the court, on the court.
Right.
Show your veteran leadership, and Eric on the court, you don't even see his leadership on the court. He just stands back and waits for a pass to bail out the offense at the last second. That's his veteran leadership. Like, that's not what we need.
Eric Gordon needs a point guard too. Eric Gordon is not a point guard. Eric Gordon needs a point guard too, and he steady be trying to make this man play point guard. I'd rather see Tata start and let EG just be the two or something. Like, I don't let EG come off the bench for real. We not gonna get what we want for him. Let this man go for something. Those 4 seconds, I'll take it right now. This man is getting on my nerve. Kenny S, you back with me? Kenny, you back with me?
Yeah, I keep disconnected for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. As far as Silas, I mean, man, it sucks, man. Like I said, I feel like he gonna once he gets fired from us, he gonna end up going on to be a great coach somewhere else.
Yeah, he probably is
And they're
because
gonna,
they probably gonna let him coach. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mean to cut you off, but they probably gonna let him coach, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you might be right on that. Go ahead.
as far as like Stone, yeah, I kind of get it, but like I don't know, like I think different. Like I feel like they trying to make him like another Sam Hinkie or something. Like, mm, it's just like just weird. There's just the weird stuff that's going on. Like even like with the team. Like I honestly don't think APJ is hurt. Like or Jabbar, I really don't even think that they really like hurt like that. I think they just really just
Nah, he had to go see a specialist, bro. So I don't think they fronting about that one. You know what I'm saying? He had to go see a specialist. So I think he is legit hurting.
We're starting to see also KPJ's value, right? I mean, starting to see that he actually is a good player, and probably him and Sagoon are the best players on the team. So there's no arguing there. Top two players are Sagoon and KPJ. Like,
Hold on, Big B. Hold on, Big B.
go ahead, go
Hold
ahead,
on,
go ahead.
hold on. Let me address something in the chat real quick. Hey, chat. Did y'all not read the community guidelines? It says be respectful. If you can't be respectful, we're gonna have to time you out, or either just ban you from the channel. Now, disagreements are one thing. Everybody can disagree. You can have disagree, but let's keep it, respect in the chat. Like this not Jerry Springer, this not Maury Povich, this not nothing like that. Keep it respectful. And if you typing in all caps, stop it. Because you're trying to cheat the system. If you want your name in lights, if you want to be highlighted, that's what the super chat is for. 99 cents, $2, whatever. You'll get your comment read. Everybody will see it. I will put it on the board so everybody can see it. So if you typing in all caps, please stop. You feel me? That's all we ask. Just be respectful and don't type in all caps, bro. That's just like a loophole. You're trying to cheat the system, bro. If you're gonna type in all caps, you might get timed out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do my bot. I'm gonna make my bot put that in one of his memory banks to stop all the caps. Oh, T. So you still typing in all caps? Okay, hold on. T. I don't want to have to do that, bro. I really don't want to have to do that, fam. I don't want to put you in timeout, fam. Like, let's just keep it respectful, bro. Let's keep it respectful. Yeah, go ahead, Brandon. My bad. You still with me, B? Oh, B he didn't lost his connection too. All right. Let me get back to the chat then. Like, bro, I'm not trying to stop people from having discourse. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to stop people from having discourse. You know how we rock over here, bro. We've been doing this, what? 4-5 months. And all we ask is to say be respectful. ILR United. I like you, bro. Don't cap in all. Don't type in all caps, man. Just type regular. You know what I'm saying? That's just like you just trying to cheat the system to me. To a lot of people. But ILR United. You good with me. Where my moderators at? I ain't got no, what Swaggy D? I ain't got no moderators in here. Do I gotta assign a temporary moderator? Oh, I see Frank in the chat. Okay, Frank handling it. All right. Frank got it. Okay. Super Chad. Appreciate that, Arshawn March. He says the youth excuse does not fly. If you go to your job and are consistently low IQ, do not improve, mentally checked out, how long you gonna last? Not long, bro. That's right on the money, Arshawn. You gotta be competent, bro. You gotta know what you're doing. Like, even if young not an excuse, we see young Magic is not old. Oklahoma City is not old. You know, these guys are not old squads. The Pacers not really an old squad. So yeah, I agree, Arshawn. This is not a cop out. Like, this is not a legit excuse to say we're young. You know, because we see young guys that look at least competent. No, they don't win every game, but at least they look competent, bro. At least they look competent. Big B, you coming back? You coming back up? You coming back up? Okay, you say put you back in. All right, I'm gonna put you back in, bro. Log back in. Let's see. Let's see. Till the meantime, in between time, let me get some. Yeah, but appreciate that, Arshawn March. The youth, yeah, it don't fly. It don't fly. And Silas, he's enabling these guys with that excuse. You know what I'm saying? With that excuse, he's enabling these guys, and I don't dig it. I don't dig it. Facts. King 98 says T is smashing his keyboard to the wall because he can't address his hate speeches no more. No, man, T cool, bro. Like, T cool, man. Like, it's just we don't need the extra. You know, we don't need the extra, bro. Like him and Judah and Tim Dunn and like they are strong-minded people. I like that. I like that they don't cater to the consensus. You know what I'm saying? I like that. But don't be disrespectful. That's all it is. Don't be disrespectful, bro. And don't type in all caps. Real talk. Don't type in all caps, man. That's beating the system. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. You back in here, Big B? Let's see. Okay, I got B back.
Back in here.
What's up, B?
Hey, I'm back in here now.
All right, bro. What you got?
Nah, I mean, how? Nah, I got a question now. Really, I mean, so what is the best way that we can really cultivate a new culture? Like, obviously, we can't do it with the same people in place, but so I understand that Kenny Atkinson would be a great hire for us. But besides just getting a coach, what can we implement to really make these young guys understand this year, not next year, like this year? So Silas gets fired and Lucas takes over. So what can he do? How can we change it? What can we do?
Bro, one thing we got to do is just hold guys accountable. Just hold guys accountable. That's just like raising a kid. If your kid keep doing the same mistakes and you never spank them and you never get on that ass, what you think they gonna do? They gonna keep doing it. And then they gonna look at you like a sucker because you letting them do it. And then they gonna start running over you and they ain't gonna listen to nothing you say. You feel me? So yeah,
No doubt.
they need to be held accountable. These guys are young enough to where it's not they can fix what we doing. You know what I'm saying? They can fix it if you got the right coach, you got the right mind frame, everybody on the right page. Now, who can come in and do that? I think it's a list of guys that can do it. You feel me? But who's the best candidate? Like I said, either like you said, I agree with Kenny Atkinson or either Quinn Snyder. I think them two guys right there will hold you accountable. I didn't see them do it before. ILR.
No,
Take your
no, so
take your caps
no,
lock. Take your caps lock off, bro. I don't think you know you doing it, bro, but take your caps lock off. ILR United. I don't want to time you out again, bro. Take your caps lock off. Now, what you say, bro?
so anyway, so okay, so we get that part. You know, we really need a coach to come in there and implement something. So uh I'm starting to get worried. Like we got the Stone thing. thing. I'm starting to hear rumors of control Tillman's son has too, like we were talking about. So even if you bring in a new coach, it's kind of similar to the right. So if you got somebody kind of calling the shots already, it don't matter who you tell the coach what to do, right? So they'll bring in a coach for that situation. Even if you get rid of solid it could be man, what was the coaches you had? I'm thinking of the Watson. Then he would be one that they could boss around a little bit, or. And what I'm starting to get the system, a brand of basketball is being told from the high and how we need to do it. You know what I mean? So this little ISO, this is what maybe Tillman's son and Stone. Maybe it's just Stone. We don't know, but you have to. I don't think it's just bringing in a coach. We have. I'm full on board of getting rather than later. We have next round of top picks coming up. So why wait around? Let him have control of the next picks. You know what I mean? And the next situations of trade.
Yeah, I think for as far as this phase that we're in, I think we knew that we were gonna be bad and we're gonna be tanking. So they just letting him do what he do. But eventually, the all of these losses and all of this dysfunction is gonna catch up with him. JB, what's good, JB? Oh, what happened, JB? You lost your signal? I was coming to you, brother. I was coming to you. Hit the link back, bro. Come on back up. I wanna hear. I wanna hear more people thoughts on this. Come on up, JB. Where you go? Justin the man. He says build around Jabari Smith. Okay, okay. I ain't mad at that. What you think about that, Big B? You think you can build around Jabari?
No, I don't think you can build around him. No, I mean, I think he's number three guy, that key guy for defense, and just that plug, that offensive drive, and the hustle plays, and just the whole. I think he can be the guy that holds players accountable under his belt. But build around, man, not so much. But I definitely think trade him block first. It'll be Green over Bar.
You think you'll trade Jalen Green before Jabari Smith?
Again, we're talking hypothetically in the
Yeah,
future,
of
but
course,
yes,
of
I
course.
definitely once we get more draft picks, okay. You get your draft pick this coming year too, and you bring in a couple of veterans. Yes, Jalen will be on the trade block before him.
Hey, I can't even disagree with that because Jalen got some ground to make up. Joe Blue, appreciate that. Joe Blue, he says I don't get the Shangoon hate. Dude had 19, 16, and 7 over 70%. Yeah, man. Some people just they dig in and they don't want to let it go. New information don't sway them here or there. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe Blue, was that you in the chat? Okay, I see you back. JB, Joe Blue, that's you, Joe Blue.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, Joe? What's good with you, fam?
What's up, man? Everything's good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I could be better, but you know.
Yeah, I know, man. That's what I was going to say. How are you besides the obvious? You know what I mean?
Yeah. What you got for me,
Listen,
Joe?
man, I got a quick question for you, man. I love the show. You're doing a great job, first of all. But let me ask you something, man.
Mm-hmm.
What veteran in this league, I mean, point guard or whatever, what veteran in this league would we be able to trade for? Or, I mean, I guess that's the only way we could get somebody that's worth a damn at this point. But who can we trade for that would make an impact in developing some of these young guys without having to give up those young guys to get that player? Because we can't deplete this team. I mean, if we trade for who do we got other than the guys we plan on building around? That's a trade asset because I don't see nobody, man.
True. So if you talking about trading for him, we're gonna have to give up somebody for him. I don't think nobody just gonna want strictly picks. Um, truthfully, right now, James Harden. Truthfully, James Harden, he's the one that we can outright sign where we don't, if he comes up for free agents, and we don't have to get rid of nobody. He can just come in and be our new point guard. Set the thing. I know Harden got his problems, bro. I know he got his problems, but on the court, Harden he makes so much sense for this team. He really do. We just need that one guy to set up the table and dish it around and can get his a bucket occasionally. That's exactly James Harden. You know what I'm saying, Joe? So right now, this is James Harden. Like we won't have to give up nothing to get him. Now, if we happen to maybe Fred Van Vliet in a long run, maybe, but we got to see if Toronto want to re-sign him, or we have to probably get into a bidding war, with them to get him. Um, I'm not sure how many guys are just outright available unless we trade for him. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you. It seems like there's just a real lack of talent in this league that can do what we need to be done. I don't know, man. I had high hopes at the start of the season. Man, my hopes they're dwindling, man. They're dwindling.
Man, bro, mine are grown. Mine is gone, bro. Like for real. Like I'm not gonna even front. I wouldn't probably
I
even
hear.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry to interrupt.
Go
I
ahead.
hear rumors of Tillman. Tillman, he's a cheap guy, man. He's looking to do the damn Donald Sterling route, man, and just build his empire off of this team and not really give a damn what we do. It's a collective bargaining anyway. So who cares if the Rockets are selling tickets, right?
I mean, the CBA is part of it, but of course, you want to sell tickets. You know what I mean? Because if you're selling tickets, it's not just about the money. That means people are actually excited about what's going on around them. You feel me? So it's a different barometer where you can measure of ticket sales. Is it the team good or you just got a loyal fan base? And the way we're putting out this product, half of the fan base is tuned out to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's a give and take on anything, but I think Fertitta gonna have to do something. I think it's gonna end up being on Fertitta because it looked like Stone is satisfied with what we got. Um, I'm trying to think
So
of a. Oh, you know who I wouldn't mind get. You know who I wouldn't mind get, but I doubt if San Antonio will give him up. The little Trey Jones, little dude.
yeah, it's a nice one.
He torched us. He
But
he got the quickness, he got the off speed to where, and he can dish it out. I like what he do. You know what I'm saying? And he probably won't be a lot to get.
Yeah, I got you. I
now I kind of
appreciate you, Ghost, man. I just wanted to ask you that question. I'll let y'all get back to it, man. I'm gonna keep listening, but I'm gonna get off the stream though, bro.
Oh, you good, bro. Appreciate that, Joe Blue. You the man, bro. Y'all some of the
I
best fans out here, man. Y'all really are.
appreciate you. Keep it
Appreciate
up, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Pray for my sanity, bro.
All right, I will.
Appreciate you, dog.
All right, have a good one, man.
All right, you too. Anybody else want to come up? Hit the link. Hit the link. I'm gonna post it again. We need some people up here. Come on. What's up, Big B? What you got?
so back to the Harden thing, right? So and the ticket sales. So and that's part of with the age of the team and with the age of Harden, bringing Harden back in a year, maybe next year, hopefully. But what that does is, so you bring in the ticket sale revenue. We all know Tillman's a businessman, right? So if he sees the revenue, since he's also so if he starts seeing revenue more, I definitely think Tillman will spend not only to win, but to make more money. So and then when James Harden years after, so 4 years from now, James Harden leaves. Now the team's developed. You're making more money, and then he'll spend more money if that makes sense. Which you think?
I totally agree, but ain't nobody really trying to dump a lot of money into a bad product. you know, winning cures all. Winning cures everything, bro. So if you really want to get at it, you really need to start winning. Truthfully, if you want to ticket sales and all that, James Harden ain't gonna do it alone, but winning does cures all. Frank, my boy Frank, what's happening, Frank?
Hey, there he
What
is. There he is.
what's good, bro? Can you hear me? This is not my regular setup, so it might be a little off.
Nah, you sound perfect, bro. You sound good.
Let me ask the chat because y'all know how I be getting on here. Chat, what we sounding like?
Y'all can hear Frank chat. Let me know. Do he sound good?
Sound
Hey,
good,
Frank,
bet.
I just want to tell you, man, that last video, man, that was a great video, bro. You don't understand
Appreciate
how
you,
many
bro.
argument points I use off of that video in just the past 2 days.
Yeah, that I mean, to me, man, it ties in with Space talking about like I don't know, Space, if you've been on Space, you don't really be going on them Rockets watch little things
Every once in a while, I be doing
once in
this
a
while they
while.
be doing, you know what I'm saying? That.
Right. So they they be doing like 3 times a day. So I
Mm-hmm.
catch the ones in the afternoon, and the discussions have really been about whether the way that the Rockets are tanking is impacting the players' development. And I think, most people try to like say, "Oh yeah, we're just tanking," and that's supposed to just explain everything. But I'm glad that a game like this happened tonight, so people can see that there's something abnormal about what's going on with the team. It's not just tanking. There's about 4 or 5 teams in the NBA that's tanking right now. But what I promise you, you're not going to see is the effort and some of the stuff that you're seeing on the games that we have on some of those other teams. If you tanking, yeah, you're gonna lose games because you got bad players, or they're young, or they're just not good. You could tank with vets. We're just having a bunch of bubble NBA type players on. But uh, this is what me, you, Mike, all the people that we talked have been talking about for a minute. These
Yeah.
these are real things. You know what I mean? The stuff we see with Jalen, that's real. That's really. It's not. If you look at it, it's happened before to multiple players, and it's a thing. It's a real thing. Where guys that are on losing situation, it gets to them mentally. The dude told y'all. He told y'all about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He said it. Everybody just blew it by like, yeah, well, Wemby. These are the results, and these are the risks that you take when you take that route. And the worst part, bro, is that not only could we have done a better job, because tanking is bad regardless, but it doesn't mean I think the Rockets threw the baby out with the bathwater. Building this roster without vets, having a coach that doesn't really hold the players accountable, just putting all your eggs into a backcourt that's has no structure, and then drafting seven first round picks with all the stuff I just said is a recipe for disaster, and it's playing out for us in real time. It's really sad to see the Rockets, which we've been known to be one of the more cutting edge organizations, to be going down like this off of the decisions of a few people, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like I can just imagine the players that really want to win. That's not on board. I know most players are not on board with a tank,
Jabari.
but some players just give in to it, And I think Jalen just gave into it. Like, oh, we suck. So ain't nobody. It's not gonna hurt if I go out there and suck because we all suck. And that's not the attitude you want from the highest draft pick you got on your team. Like this guy is supposed to be basically our future. Supposed to be we supposed to go as far as Jalen would take us. And it looked like he ain't taking us to the end of the block or to the end of the driveway right now. You know what I'm saying? So Jalen need to fix a lot of things. He really do. And I think this tanking do have something to do with it. Cause bro said it out his own mouth. You feel me?
No doubt.
Yeah.
So, Frank, I got a question for you, man. Um, with this Draymond comparison, I really enjoyed that part. I understand it's not necessarily a comparison. We're just talking about throwing in the ball to the low post score.
Mhm.
You're just trying to get everybody, get easy buckets, easy passes, players cutting. AJ already feeds into that. He buys in with Sengun. Maybe if that would help a lot. I never see. I know Green and Sengun have this chemistry, but man, Green like cut when Sengun gets the ball in the post, like just cut that little game around the perimeter where they just do the little handoffs and like man, everybody knows that's what they're doing. They just go back and forth, back and forth. This man that gets so else if you're gonna run a 2-man game. Can we do something else? We just doing the same thing. I guess the whole point of it was with the Draymond Sengun thing for you, Frank. Think we'll keep Sengun long enough around to actually reap the benefits?
I don't know because if you remember what happened in the video is that the Warriors ended up the front office made the decision to go with away from Mark Jackson and his heavy pick and roll, heavy isolation style of playing because it wasn't fit and Steph would struggle especially late in games and Steph always struggles late in games because he's a smaller frame guy and he struggles in just pure isolation because he's a smaller frame guy like Jalen and that's really they have a lot of similarities in their game. Steph is just a way better shooter, but as far as like the frame and just the speed and being able to shoot on movement, um, the issues with getting by players in isolation, creating separation. Jalen shares some of those things with Steph, and in the playoffs, Steph would struggle, and the Warriors saw that they had something special with him, so they traded Monte and move the coach. And you know what I mean? And what Steve Kerr did was look and there's an interview that Coach Nick from B-Ball Breakdown did with Steve Kerr. It's a 7-minute interview. I'm gonna drop the chat once I'm done with this talk right here. The link in there. Just go look at it and listen what he says about a coach's job is not because they were asking him how did you come up with your system. He said he just stole from different people, but he just looked at his roster and seeing the players he had, and he built the system based on the talent that he had, not just to have like this rigid, this is my style of play. That's what Mark Jackson did. He had a certain style that he played with, regardless of the players that he had. So like a guy like Draymond in the Mark Jackson system wasn't really being utilized. Steve Kerr came in and seen this dude could pass. Like this dude is a savant passer and basically gave him the keys to the offense. And if you in the video, his touches went from like 14 or 16 a game to 30 something to the point where Steph won the unanimous MVP. Draymond was touching the ball 40 sometimes just in the front court alone. He led that team in touches. So that's like the creativity that a good coach and a good front office would have. And um, I can't say because maybe we're not gonna be the Warriors and move on from our Mark Jackson, which could be Stone or Silas, and say that okay, we have these kids, they can do all this stuff. Let's pivot and see whether we can bring in a new mind to unlock them. We might just be stuck. They might be egos involved, and you're just stuck beating your head against the wall. And then maybe they even trade Shangoon or move on from this play. Like anything could happen. It's really is are the Rockets flexible enough to say, you know what, this isn't working. Let's scrap this. Let's move on to do something else. That's really what it's going to come down to because it's on them now, and I feel like they know it. So hopefully we'll see something get done.
For sure. Let me get to
Yeah,
some of these comments, bro. Let me get to some of these comments. It's filling up. It's filling up.
go ahead,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
roll through some of them real quick. Billy D. Billy D says Bruce Brown. He like Bruce Brown on the squad. You know what? I'm not. Bruce Brown. He all right. He a solid little player, man. He a solid little player. I'd rather him than Tate. I think he could take over Tate role. Zachary Sands says KPJ in the draft with Zion Williamson, John Moran. Both of them are in a year 4. The same thing for KPJ. Uh, yeah, but those guys was handed the keys right off the dump. They was handed the keys right off the dump. Do y'all want to say anything about that, Frank? The Zion Wilson, KPJ, John Morant.
Nah, that's
Yeah, I mean, they ain't even comparable right now. They not even comparable, really. Cam said, I got Ghost or Frank. If y'all was going to stop on Rocket stuff, would y'all move to all NBA stuff or a specific team or what? No, we won't stop doing Rocket stuff. Like
yeah.
Rockets
We
would be
never
the
stop.
main.
That's
It would be the main course, but you will get a side of the Nets here and the side of the Lakers or the side, like different things. Dessert, top it off with the Grizzlies or something. You feel me?
Yeah, I think we might even space. I know we probably just talking about this live on there. We haven't even really gotten to details. We might just make a separate channel, like a Chop Shop NBA channel, so we can capture y'all with the Rockets content because obviously all of you guys are diehard Rockets fans, and then we can have the second channel for more broader NBA content. Just talking about different
What about
things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
They saying I got a, I
I
got
would
a.
love to.
Hold on. Do one of y'all got me open in the background? They saying I got an echo. I ain't had an echo all of this whole time.
I keep my mic silenced when I'm not talking.
Same. I'm muted right now.
Uh, why they saying we got an echo? I got an echo, bro. I don't know why I said I got an echo. Uh, I don't know. I didn't change anything.
Okay, so now
Yeah, they all saying we
I'm
got
off.
an echo.
Right.
What the
Well, I'm
hell?
off mic now talking.
Oh, you know what? I think I know what I gotta do. But see, I can't talk to y'all. Hold on. Now, do I still have an echo?
We can't hear you, Ghost.
Nah, I know. I know. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what it is.
Nah, you good, bro. You don't have an echo right now. The last thing you said, you was good, space.
Yeah, that's because I muted this talking to y'all. For some reason, I'm getting an echo back off of this. Huh.
Real quick, Frank, while it's on my mind, so like the Steph and Jalen little again, it's not really comparison, just similarities. Um, man, why does he take so many shots if he's not a good shooter like Steph? That's what I don't get. Like, is that coaching doing that? What do you think?
That gotta be. I mean, that gotta be coaching. Even if he thought those were good shots, the coach would tell him no, that's a bad shot, or they're telling him to take those shots from practice. His shooting selection is horrible right now. The IQ isn't progressing as far as looks like he's struggling to like see things in real time. And it's just a lot of stagnation to me in some of the stuff. I even his the playmaking that was peaking really towards December has just stopped. I think it's mental, bro. That it has to be something like going on with him. I just don't get it because honestly, even before while he was slumping, he was doing a lot of good things, and he still does a couple good things well. But it just looks like he doesn't care. You know what I mean? It looks like it doesn't care. And for that, I'm taking the Kobe comps, the Jordan comps, the Wades. Like, I can't put them up there with these guys because I've never seen any of these cats that are like dogs like that ever put anything like that on film, bro. I mean, Kobe, man, it's almost disrespectful to even evoke the name of Kobe Bryant and associate it with what Jalen Green is doing right now. So at this point, you're just hoping the dude can be a Zach Levine. You feel me? Which is sad, but that's what you're hoping for. I can't even say Devin Booker because Devin Booker's a dog, and he's been a dog from day one, bro. Like this dude, we could say, yeah, he's not a good thing. He was on a bad team. I watched Devin come up, bro. The dude, he's a dog. He don't take nothing from nobody. He's gonna, even though his thing was just scoring to come in, he gonna try to bust your ass every minute he get a chance. And that's the attitude. Hell, if Jalen could be like KPJ or even Gup's mentality, we be doing something. So it's really kind of weird to see. And I hope he's not broken. You hope it's like just something that's with the losing, but man, yeah, they like to me the Rockets need to do something like immediately.
Really hoping, man, Jabari can rub off on him, man. Because I've watched every single Jabari, and his fire is there. There's no doubt about it. Sengun too. He gets hot, man, on his post game, and I like to see that. Whereas, Jalen is just in his game interviews. He's, when they ask him questions when we struggle on hard, tough games, young, and I guess that's kind of going back to Ghost with that. The coach is the I think we are really starting to see that with Jalen, and
Yeah, I mean, can y'all hear me?
yeah, but it sounds like an echo, Ghost.
Let's see. I still got an echo, y'all. Do I got an echo? I changed my what's name to talk to
Nah, I
y'all.
think it sounds like an echo in the back room, but I think on the main feed you're good, bro.
Okay. Yeah, because I changed it to a different little microphone I got right
Yeah,
here
you're good. I
for
think you're
y'all.
good in the main feed.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know. But um, let me get back to some of these comments real quick. Let me get back to some of the comments, man. They filling it up in the chat. Let's see. Jeremy Hillis says I would like to see Jimmy Butler as a Rocket. Yeah, we tried that already. They didn't. That didn't go through. We offered four first round picks for them, and then nothing happened. Let's see. Bumper, what's happening, Bumper? Appreciate you for joining us over here. Breakfast cereals. What's good, breakfast cereals? He says, Chris Age, get that hater talk out of here, man. Man, they been beefing in the chat lately, huh, bro? Swaggy D says, y'all be respectful, fellas. For sure, man. Be respectful.
Yeah, they tripping, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, man. All if you gonna just come in here just to rag on players, I'm gonna boot you out, bro. Like I told y'all, we're not Disney Channel. You feel me? We some fans like y'all, but y'all ain't gonna be disrespectful, not to each other, and you're not gonna be like coming here just spamming. This dude trash, this dude trash, this dude trash. If you're not gonna add any conversation to the chop shop, then you can bounce, bro. We don't even need your views or anything like that. So I'm gonna just keep it 100 like that, bro. We're not. I don't know if y'all what y'all think this is, bro. It's we just people like
I ain't
y'all
never
just
seen
trying to
that one
put some
before.
on. Yeah, for real.
Before
Like
Frank,
dude's
it's
tripping.
been
Like
good. It's been good for a while.
yeah,
I never
it's
seen
some
nothing
random
like
people just
that.
coming in here. Y'all come in. We got a nice little community. We talk hoops. We adults, bro. I'm gonna start just booting people out. So keep it real. If you have a point about somebody that you know, blah Shangoon is bad. He trash. Tell us why. Tell us about. Put some stats on it. You know, have a good conversation. But just spamming the same message. I'm gonna boot you out, bro. You're not about to come in and corrupt our little community here with your hateration or whatever they call it. But my bad, space. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, you good, bro, because I completely agree. I completely agree. We just want to talk hoops, bro. We giving y'all a platform to talk hoops, man, and just be respectful, man. We all like Frank said, we're adults, and ain't nobody trying to just lip wrestle and Twitter finger with you all day, man. That's immature, man. Just be a little bit more adult like around here. Paul, what's good, Paul? Appreciate you for joining us over here, brother. Let's see. Bankroll E97. He says, hi, Mark Jackson or Nate McMillan. Well, currently Nate McMillan got a job, bro. And Mark Jackson, I'm not quite sure if he really want a job. I mean, there's been plenty of jobs come up, but he haven't taken none, and he haven't got any offers, and he haven't made it known that he want to coach again. So I don't know. What y'all think about that one?
Yeah, I'm not high on Nate, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The Atlanta thing turned me off of him. Mark Jackson, like doing the research for the video I made, I'm not. I don't think I want that either because he run a similar style to Coach Silas as far as his offense. It's a lot of spread, pick and roll, and just isolation. And but the thing about Mark, honestly, Mark would have been a great coach to start off with because he actually preaches discipline and all this stuff. Like he don't take nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing, and that's why before people forget they won like 50 games or some the or it was like 50 or 49 or some games before Steve Kerr took over. They were in the playoffs. They lost to the Grizzlies that year, but he got them that team from a 29 win team up to a playoff a contender, and Steve Kerr kind of just took it up to the ultimate level. But yeah, so yeah, Mark would he probably would be good, but I mean, I just think we so behind the eight ball, bro. They got to hit out on everything. They got hit on the coach, hit on the free agent acquisitions, and we got hit on the draft, bro. And they put themselves in this position where everything got to go perfectly for them to really salvage any chance of them being competitive in the next 3 years. So we are where we are here, but honestly, they need to get off of Silas. Dude, I can't see Jalen waking up from this. Like, what is it gonna take? Maybe the All-Star break may like get him a time to get away. I don't want him to go to All-Star weekend. He just needs to go like to the mountains or something. Just go just refresh his mind. Maybe that'll jog him out. But if he keep playing like this going on, is he might get to a zone where it's really hard to come back from.
So you want
And
that boy to go on a Rocky Ford little mission
some
in the
go to
snow?
the yeah, he need to go to Himalayas or go to a
Oh,
retreat or something. Just get away and just go find yourself, bro. You need to go like evaluate what he wants to be. Does he want to be a great basketball player? What does he want to do? Does he love the game? Is this what he wants to do? What are his motivations like? And just evaluate things because like I said, I don't see like I understand like okay you losing, but some of the stuff he doing like when you get picked, so, you let Ant pick you like 2 or 3 times and just give up mid play. You don't even try to chase it down like nothing like that. Like it's just like bad, bro. That's ugly stuff. It just look bad.
I ain't gonna even lie. Your little Nate, what was his name? Nate Knight. He came in. He did his
Oh
little. He
man,
did a. He that was. You remember before pregame, I said who's gonna be the one to get their career high against us. Thing it was Nate Knight. Okay, but um Nate Knight, but Anthony Edwards, the dude, he punks Jalen every time. I don't
it's
know. I
crazy.
don't know if he be hearing the Jalen Green gonna take that Anthony Edwards leap, and he here to show him, bro, you're not on my level. But every time he give this man the business, he either shooting on him, ripping him, dunking on him. He caught like 3 bodies on Shangoon today, but Shangoon at least tried. You know, he's not. We know he's not a real
Yeah,
protector.
that what that I don't know. I think it was the second one of them dunks was just
It was
nasty,
nasty. The
bro.
second
That
one,
thing got me
yeah,
on my seat. That
yeah,
was nasty. I love Ant. I love Ant. I love his energy. I think he's always going to have an advantage right now over Jalen because of his size
yeah.
and his mentality. Ant got the mind of somebody that wants to be a superstar. You see it in the big moments in the playoffs. He wants it. He wants the shots. Um, that's really what you expect from those type of guys. Jalen, I mean, they've had a couple games where Jalen actually played well. I think there was one he dropped 30, but and probably I think he had like 42. But yeah, he's gotten the better of him the whole time. And what was this one was just different because the you can see. And I don't know if you noticed, but Ant took the he was taking guarding Jalen seriously, bro.
Yeah,
Like he was clapping his hands, getting in the stance. Like he wanted to make it personal, and he dogged this dude, bro.
bro. Yeah.
Pick like he dogged him. Look at Jalen's stat line. Like he dogged him, was picking his pockets, dunking. He just like, yeah, that's the man, bro. That's the
You
man,
remember
man.
last game? Jalen only scored 9 points. He got the 10
Yeah.
today, but he only scored 9. And what's the name was on him most of the game. Anthony Edwards, the boy, he was making it real hard for Jalen Green, and it seemed like he just got that boy number. It seemed like Jalen Green, even though I can't do nothing with this guy offensively or defensively. Even on defense, Jalen was trying to hide from Anthony Edwards, bro. I ain't gonna even front. I seen
Damn.
him running from this dude to where he started trying to haul Nazir Reed or somebody in the paint. I'm like, bro, what are you doing down there? Way over there, bro, and he's steady popping threes on you. And
Nah, that's
he didn't want
crazy.
that challenge, bro. I just the one
I
time
did.
I could say he got punked, bro. He got punked.
Yeah, I didn't notice that fact, but that's crazy. I know certain players have their kryptonite players. Like for James Harden, it was Drew Holiday, right? Drew Holiday would just put him in hell
I
every
mean,
time
Lou
they
Dort
played.
did too.
Lou Dort became like mini Drew Holiday for him,
Yeah.
where he'd have his 2 for 15 game whenever they played. I think what it is that Edwards is just as athletic as Jalen is, but he's bigger and stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like whatever Jalen's superpower is, he can counter it. Like he can run with him, he could jump with him, And when Ant really focuses on defense, he has the body to be like almost like you could think that if he wanted to, he could be an All NBA defender
Yeah.
because he has the length, the strength, the speed, athleticism, long arms. He can jump, he can block. It's just that he be chilling sometimes. He get a little lackadaisical, but I think he took this personally, and it showed.
Bro, I don't know if anybody in the chat ever seen this guy in person on the court. He don't look
Yeah,
that
that's a big
big.
boy.
He don't look that big on
That's a big boy.
TV. But when you
That's
see
a
this
big boy.
dude in
That's a
person, bro, I'm not gonna front. I'm because I went to the Timberwolves game last year, and when I got in there and I looked, I say that's Anthony
that's a big
Edwards.
boy.
Oh, God
He damn near like he,
damn.
he looked like LeBron, like probably like a
Yes,
6'7" LeBron. Yeah, that's how he
yes.
built.
The dude is big. Just his legs are just huge, bro. His legs are huge. His legs is like bigger than Jalen by themselves, bro. For real. Like this dude is a monster, man. He really is
Well,
big.
he was like, remember, I think in high school he was like one of the top football players in the country.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was really a two. They had the poll on the Rockets feed on which of our players look like they play football the best, and I think Tate won it. But
Mm-hmm.
if we keeping a buck, if it was just who on the court, looks like they could play football as Ant, bro. That dude is
Man.
big,
Yeah.
and that's crazy that that's a two guard like Jalen. So that just shows you where he has to get to, and they're damn near the same age. So, which is also crazy. Jalen just he's not using his powers to his advantage. Maybe Silas isn't letting him use his powers to his advantage. Jalen shouldn't. He can't ISO on guys like Ant. That's not his bag. He doesn't have the strength to really turn that corner on them. Um, and I just I just don't like the vibes I'm getting from him. It look like he just don't care, bro. And Shangoon said after the game that the guys just need to, they can't just let the losing just, people just think that, basically thinking that they're going to lose the game. Like he says, the players just basically they think that they're going to lose the game, so it's in their minds.
That's that's tanking, bro. When all you know is to lose, how do you know how to win? You know
Well,
what
it's a
I'm
lose.
saying?
It's like when you start losing so much, it's almost like you start sabotaging yourself
Yeah.
because you expect to lose. So when you're doing good, it's like, damn, I can't. I know I ain't gonna win, so you just start doing dumb stuff, and that's what it looks like. They just psyched out right now.
Facts, facts. Let me get to some of these comments real fast. Let's see. Chetman says body language looks like Jalen has mentally checked out. I agree. Cam says Jalen need a vet to help him. I agree with that. Dan Deach says the players have to be mentally drained at this point. Bro, I'm mentally drained and I ain't dribbled one basketball. For real. Chris A says Jalen is a diva. He might got a little diva in him. I always said, bro. You know I said this. When he cut his hair and he don't care how pretty his hair look, then he gonna take off, bro. Like right now, he's just a little superficial. He worry about the wrong things. He's always fiddling with his hair on the court or doing something, bro. Like, bro, cut that shit off. It ain't helping, bro. It's not. It's not helping you.
I don't think it's the hair,
It's the
bro.
hair, bro.
Nah, it's not the hair. It's to me like when you cut your hair, it means he matured. Like that's like we gonna get philosophical here, but when you cut your hair, it's like you're in a new phase in your life. But it's not the hair. It's like your mind, bro. At the end of the day, whether it's on or off, is the person's mind. His mind may be on the wrong things. Maybe he got girl problems, or I don't know. We don't know what's going on with him, bro. But whatever it is he needs to like people I posted on Twitter about him taking trips around the world and trying to get his outreach and whatnot. And people are, oh, you doesn't mean you saying he can't take a vacation? Nah, he can take a vacation. He can go to the Philippines and visit his peoples and build that up over there. But bro, when you are 173 pounds, bro, and you are a second pick of one of the worst teams in the league, bro, like if you know you're that guy and you expect to be that guy, you can't let other players outwork you, bro. Your backcourt mate, Kevin Porter, is damn near locked in a gym in New York working out every damn day. You see guys like KJ and all these other guys and Tariq. They're out here. They just working every day, and you got your trainer with you, but that's not the same, bro. You ain't getting them runs, and you ain't working with your teammates the whole time. You ain't, meeting up with dudes over the summer, getting real workout with real NBA players. You just hooping
Facts.
in an empty gym doing drills, bro. Like that's not the move. Like, you know what I mean? I know people is like, oh man, the Rico runs, man. Dream used to go to the Rico runs.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear Rico talk about it, the original runs was with Magic Johnson, Akeem Olajuwon, all these dudes back in the day used to meet up at UCLA to hoop. That's what made it. That's what started it. If it's good for Jordan and Magic Johnson and all these dudes, why is it not for him? And I always point out the story. Like they have connections to go there. We seen KJ stay there all summer. We seen how it translated to his game. The year the Raptors won the championship, their whole team was there. I think it was in 2019. Their whole team was
Mm-hmm.
there all summer, and it's not even just the run itself. It's just playing basketball together, and it's not just playing basketball at your Houston Rockets facility. It's playing against other NBA players and seeing what your weaknesses are and working on them and working on your handles. James Harden goes to Rico Hines run every year.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, Kawhi, Paul George. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And you know what I mean? So if those are the best players in the world and they're doing that, how you think you're gonna beat them from Paris? You know what I mean? At Fashion Week. It's just I mean, he just needs to he got a lot riding on this offseason. That's all I know.
Okay. Can I give a reasoning behind my hair theory? Bro, it's just like it's an extra thing that you don't. It's a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when you seen with Kobe now, Kobe hardly ever had a haircut, and when he got tired of it being nappy, he just cut it off. Jordan, he just cut it off. I think he was balding, but he just cut it off. KD, look at this man hair. It look like rat titties.
Nah.
You know what
No,
I'm saying? Like
you
when
can't
you,
even use KD as an example, bro. That
bro,
dude.
he can get a haircut. Ain't nothing stopping that man from getting a haircut. He don't even cut it. He just let it roll up and park at the top of his head and with a bald spot up there. Bro, cut that. But he don't care. He worried about hooping. He worried about doing it. It's a distraction in the long run, bro. It really is. That's how I feel. It's
Nah. I got a counter for you though. I
what's
got a
that?
counter.
LeBron?
LeBron James. LeBron done went down there down to the surgeon to get his hair installed. So you know he care about his damn hair.
That's because LeBron, he different. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, he got to do all types of pro commercials and all of that.
Nah,
But the dude do
he
get it,
care.
dyed it. He do dye it, and he
He
do at least
care,
try to
bro.
cover it up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to cover it up, but he wasn't just out there worried about, oh, I gotta go get lined up, fresh taper. You know what I'm saying? Don't be touching my hair. You know, don't be doing that. He just flops because he flop. But most guys that's great, that's real great, just think about it. They don't give a
I'm
shit
trying to
about
think
their
now.
hair, bro. They don't
I'm
care
trying to
about their
think. See,
hair.
you got me thinking. I'm trying to go through my list of players that are all NBA, all world players that have like decent hair. I'm trying to think. You might be onto something, bro.
I'm telling you, bro, it's a
Hold
distraction.
on.
You can get looking good after you retire, bro.
I got you, Iverson. There
See,
you go.
Iverson just had braids.
Bro, that's hair. What you
Yeah,
mean? He had to
braids.
get him. He could have been. He could have been putting up shots at practice instead of sitting for 2 3 hours getting his hair braided.
Oh man, he used to
See, I'm
have
gonna
that.
have to.
He used
We're
to,
gonna have to make a hair video.
but see, that's just one. That's just one. Iverson, but he like that was the trend back then. Everybody had braids, probably because of Iverson. You know what I'm saying? And tattoos and Iverson very influential. I give you Iverson. I give you
Give
Iverson.
me Iverson.
But he did cut that stuff off, and then he went to the finals. That's all I gotta say.
I think Jalen cut it this summer. He probably will. I mean, he gonna cut it, bro. I already know he will. But that's. I don't think that's gonna. To me, it's just. I mean, damn it. If I don't know. I really I'm just confused about what's going on with him. I think I know why, but even the reason, even though it's a good reason about the tank, And him being one of the guys that's like expected to play through this because low key Shangoon, this is like his rookie year because he hasn't had to play through all these games like Jalen has, um, and been through it. But I still expect more mental toughness from him. But that might be a lot for a 20-year-old. Like I get it, bro. Like if it's really hard to like get up, but you got to have some pride about yourself, bro. Just some internal motivation, like you just don't want to lose, um, and just feel like you could win every other game. And if he cracking because the losing streak is getting to him, or just the overall has been a year and a half, and it's like accumulating on his mind, and it's just making him not care, then that says something to me about him mentally. Because yeah, bro, you gotta care. This is your job. At the end of the day, you're a professional. And then in addition to that, for Stone in the Rockets front office, one of the worst things you can do is to fail at developing a top pick. That sets you back so many years. So they have to take action because what we're seeing is not this is not good, guys. Like this is really like it's at the level of I'm not gonna say the Bobcats because we have talent. They to me they just didn't have talent, so they were hopeless. But it's getting there. It's getting to that like really that bad. Like it's getting to the point where Coach Salas, Spades, you notice he was sitting down on the bench for
Yes,
most of the game.
yes. That's why I said Lucas got up and he was up and around, and Silas was just chilling. Like Silas is giving up. Silas has given up, bro. I don't care what nobody says. If I feel like this, being just a fan, just imagine how he feel like this, how this is going under his watch. Bro, you can't be happy with this. You can't be happy. Joe Blue, appreciate the $2 super chat. He says Jalen needs to grow a beard or just a mustache. The problem is, I don't think he can.
He got a little peach fuzz. He got a little fuzz coming,
Yeah, but
and that's crazy to see, man. Like these dudes are kids, bro. This dude just barely getting his little handlebars on his mustache and little chin hairs, and it's like he ain't even got like you know what I mean. So yeah, bro. They just once I'm gonna move the slander up. You know, I love Jalen, and I think he'll be okay in the long run. This is on the Rockets. Like you guys are blowing, messing up some really good prospects and devaluing them in the process. Which even if you said I want to trade Jalen Green, like no team would give you his value based on how the Rockets are allowing him to look in this process, and that's just dumb asset management in my opinion. Like you gotta do multiple things at once. We could have lost these games just by being young and inexperienced, but not having like a good roster, not having point guards on there to help set some of these guys up, not having a coach that is holding people accountable, not having vets on the team to kind of, hey, bro, you can't, nah, man, you better run back next time. You think if Pat Beverly was his vet or somebody they brought in just for that purpose to get on them, to yell at them, to get in their face, like Austin Rivers was saying, even though they might not like it, but you need those things. That's how the NBA is built. That's how humans are built. And I just feel like whoever is controlling the Rockets doesn't really know basketball like that. They might know X, not even X and O's. They might know contracts and all the trades and all that, but whoever is really making the decisions doesn't know how to handle humans, and that's where they're failing at the people side of things.
Stone. Okay. Paul, appreciate the $10 super chat, my man. He says no team in NBA history has ever been the last place team 3 years in a row. Coach Silas is leading us to the promised land. I guess you want Wimby, huh, bro? I guess you want Wimby if that's the promised land. What you,
Dude, if Wemby doesn't come, bro, we out of there, bro.
bro?
Man, if
If
we
we
miss
don't get
Wemby,
Wimby, we need to just trade all those picks, get as many as good Silas veterans. I don't care if we down just to Jabari, Shangoon, and Jalen. Everybody else, I mean, we need to get out of this rebuild some type of way. And there's no way we can keep all these guys anyway. So if we don't look good by midway next season, they need to just pull the plug, get rid of it. All the much assets as they can and get some quality people in here that can actually contribute to the team. You know what I'm saying? Really, really. They done got me so frustrated. I done 5 cigarettes. But let's go. But appreciate that, Paul. Appreciate that. As far as teams being the worst in the league 3 years in a row, Frank did do a video on that. So if you want to go check it out, we looking like we're worse than all of those teams. You know, we really worse than all of those teams. So yeah, bro. Um, something's gotta change, bro. Silas gotta go. Something fresh voice. Something trades. Something gotta change, bro. Really.
Yep. You know the crazy thing, a lot of those teams they ended up trading away the guys they drafted in those, even because nobody made it to three, but some of them were bottom five for 3 years in a row. And those teams, it's rare that they come out of it with the same players. So that's definitely something that to consider. That a lot of those teams, like Orlando, with the guys like Victor Oladipo, Aaron Gordon's, obviously, a couple teams in there. I'm trying to think of some off the top, but a lot of those players were moved on to different teams in the process of them trying to pivot away. And all it comes down to is really incompetence by the front offices. They just didn't know what they were doing,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll mess up, hire a bad coach, have a do bad for like 2 or 3 years. They get fired. Somebody else come and get a try at it. They get fired. That's how the NBA goes, and we can't wait 4 or 5 years for Jalen Green to get it because by then it might be a new front office and just come and trade him, or they package some of these guys out, maybe send out Shengun, Jalen, whatever. That's just how it goes, man. The NBA is a business, and nobody can wait for a guy to like. They're not gonna put their jobs on the line just so you can go lift weights and get stronger, unless you a damn all world player that's flashing it from day one. Nobody's gonna wait. You probably get a couple years before they label you as a bust. That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying there's so much importance for that kid this offseason because last year, he had he was one of the worst players to start off the year. In the second half of the season, he really flashed what his potential could be. Came into this season, he was really rocky. Then he picked it up in November. Then from December onwards, he's been pretty bad. And so he's had more bad days than good days. We see the potential there. We see the flashes there. It's hard to really judge any of our players given the context of the roster and the team and the coach and all the stuff going on. So it's just a bad situation. It's weird.
Yeah, facts. And Paul, Silas leading us to the promised land. Silas about to lead himself to the unemployment line. That's what he about to do, for real. But appreciate that, Paul. Appreciate that $10 super chat. That's real. That's real. Appreciate you, John D says true though. Truth though. It's a microcosm of a bigger issue. If he wants to reach his potential, he needs to be in the gym in this summer banging with other NBA quality players. Exactly. You can pick up so much from other players, especially ones that been through the league and then learned all the little tricks and everything, bro. You can learn that in the summer and add to your bag. The problem with Jalen, he have no bag. If his speed can't beat you, he can't beat you. And that's a problem. Cause we seen guys with the speed but have a bag that can actually use it. And then he need to figure out how to stop and goes and change the direction and handle. He needs to start dribbling without looking down at his handles because he be looking down at the ball. He really do. If you pay attention, watch where his eyes be. He be looking down at the ground, trying to go around screens and everything, and he don't even really be looking at Shangun unless he's made up his mind that he's gonna pass it to Shangun beforehand. And the defense sees that. The defense sees, oh, he's not looking down. That means he's about to pass it. Passing lane, get picked off, going back the other way. Like, he need to break these bad habits.
It's the
Uh,
NBA. It's the NBA. He got it. He has to understand that. I think he probably got away with a lot of things because he was so athletic. And you can see this in multiple sports, and I can attest to this. You know, what I mean, when I was in high school and I played football, I was a lineman, and
mm-hmm.
I was bigger than a lot of people, so I just got away with just being bigger and stronger. And when I got to college, bro, like everybody's big and strong. So what really my freshman year in college, I struggled a lot because my technique was bad, and
Mm-hmm.
the coaches there had to literally teach me how to like the technique from like the bottom up. And I think that's what Jalen's going through is like he's was faster, more athletic than everybody in high school and in the G League, and now he's in the league of a lot of just people that are just as athletic, just as fast, and they're more skilled than him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like these kids coming up in hoops nowadays, unless they're like a NBA player's child, they're not being taught like fundamentals of the game, like just the basic stuff. The AAU culture is really just a bunch of guys trying to get highlight tapes, and so they could pop off. So it's a lot of ISOs, a lot of dunks and stare downs, but who's teaching? Ain't nobody running no triangle in no AAU. They ain't
Mm-hmm.
running some of this stuff you'll see in college and stuff like that. They're not running a lot of sets in AAU. They're not learning how to post up as guards and work on that game. They're not doing all the little kind of nuances of scoring. And for Jalen, he has a weird skill set of being a super athletic, super quick, small frame two guard, um, and that's not skilled. Like you comp them to Ray Allen. Ray Allen was skilled. Ray could, even coming out of school, he was skilled.
Mm-hmm.
He had a bag. You know what I mean? He could shoot. He can get into his mid range. He could play face up. He could post up a little bit. Kobe had a bag as a kid. Kobe, one of the more skilled two guards in NBA history. You feel me? He had a back, the post game, the fadeaways, the turnarounds, playing the glass, all the littles, the bully ball. He could play all that.
Mm-hmm.
Devin Booker got a bag. You know what I mean? Devin Booker, pretty much a lesser version of Kobe with no defense as far as offensively. He got all of that in his game. Zach Levine is the best comp I could think of for him because Zach Levine came in very raw, similar to Jalen, athletic guy that just didn't really have a deep basketball skill level, but he built that over 3 or 4 years. But he's a tireless worker, bro. Like, thing about Zach that people don't know, the dude, he's a gym rat, and that's what I need to see. Like, and I think Jalen he is that. That's what we were told when he came out of the G League Ignite. That's why the Rockets wanted him over Mobley because he was a gym rat and a tireless worker. So it's gonna take him a couple years. I just need the effort part to be there. If you're gonna screw up, do it. Go 100 miles screwing up. If you get beat on defense, try to recover. If you're doing something, just do it to the full effort and just let the chips fall. But they just need to do something to like get that message through him because what he's putting on film, once the league get a label on you that you lazy or you this or that, it really sticks with you for the rest of your career.
Right. I agree. I agree. Paul says, thank you guys for giving us a forum to talk on. Love the vids. Appreciate that, Paul, for sure. Y'all make it all worthwhile, bro. Y'all make it all worthwhile. Cam says, Frank cooking right now. Cook, Frank, cook. Your average YouTube friend, what's happening? He said, did they want the vet who was saying those things? Now, do you think they will look for a vet? I'm hoping at least at trade deadline we do something kind of similar to what we did last year. Get rid of a center, Garuba. I mean not Garuba. Bruno and Eric Gordon. Get rid of him and bring in another point guard like a Dennis Schroeder or like a DJ Augustine. That's something we really need to do. I agree. Let's see what we at. Larry James says I still believe in Jalen Green. Yeah, I still believe in him, but he got a lot of stuff to fix, brother. He got a lot of stuff to fix that he need to really get under control before it become out of hand. Out of hand. Let's see. Arshawn Moore says, how did we lose Austin Rivers again? I think he was just a free agent and we didn't re-up on him. Right, Frank?
Yeah, I think they let him because he was here with us in the bubble. They
Mm-hmm.
just blew up that team. Yeah, I think we just let him walk.
For sure.
Yeah, that was yeah. I mean, but you got to remember that time they were trying to get players to make Harden happy, even though he told them he wanted to leave. So, uh, you know,
Facts. Chris H. He says I doubt we get Wimby. I mean, I doubt it too. That's a wish and a prayer, bro. It really is a wish and a prayer. So much luck you gonna have to get the number one position. So don't just think Wemby is just gonna fix all of this, bro. Like Frank always tell y'all, bro. Wemby is not fixing the current state of the Rockets. So a lot of stuff gonna have to switch up and change if we was to get Wemby here. King 98 says I don't know why, but the first one which is gonna be traded is Shangoon. You might be right on that, Frank. That's kind
Yep.
of along your theory, right?
Yeah, I think he's the best asset we have. I know people think I'm crazy for saying this, but I honestly do. I don't think that teams look at Jalen and Jabari and say that. Let's say if like the Raptors wanted to make a trade, and a player, if they said they want a player to center that trade, if I'm a GM, I'm looking at the Rockets roster, and let's say we trying to get like OG Anunoby or somebody or whatever. I really don't want another person I have to develop for 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
For NBA teams that are maybe on the bubble to be good, or they need something to kind of change their fortunes around. Having a guy like Shangoon that's an offensive system onto himself, especially if you got some defensive pieces on your team already, that's an attractive offer because you know from day one you could just plop him in there and he's going to generate offense for you. Especially if you don't have a one of those guys like a Anthony Edwards or like a SGA or somebody that's an engine. So if you bring in a Jalen Green, you got to know for sure he's going to be good. He's probably going to have a higher ceiling than Shangoon, but it's going to be in 2025, 26. You might be out of the league by then as a GM. So that's my theory on that. And I think the Rockets know that if he keeps going and doing what he's doing, let's say they draft Wemby. I think Wemby and Shangoon are very compatible, but let's say they want to move on from a couple key pieces and they see a trade and maybe we don't get Wemby. Maybe we're the fifth or sixth pick, and Stone is like, you know what? I don't want to draft one of these development guys with the sixth pick. Let me pair this up with Milwaukee's pick, and let's try to make a package for a trade. Shangoon probably the guy that's going. He's going to be probably the most attractive because he can impact the winning right now. And he's a core piece, but he's not a high draft pick. So you can save face as a franchise. Not saying you gave up or you basically made a guy bust because you got to factor that in. And yeah, he probably be okay as a centerpiece with some throw-ins and some draft picks. You could probably go get you a good player. Now
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it, but
yeah, I agree. I agree. Joe Blue, appreciate the $2 super chat. He says, wasn't Green's game more mid range last season? I don't think he really ever really just concentrated on the mid range, but I think he did shoot a little bit more mid ranges last year than he does this year.
yeah, he's getting away. Yeah, that's really what opened up his scoring towards the end of the year was them when he started going to that mid range. But I don't know what happened to his shot selection. It's just been pretty bad this season.
Yeah, for sure. Dan D says Joe Blue Green should focus on his mid range, stronger at the rim. He needs to play smarter team ball. I agree. Let's see, Usagami, he says Pat Bev needs to discipline these kids because the coach won't do that. I mean, we do need somebody that's gonna hold guys accountable. We really do. Uh, we right at 12 o'clock, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. I'm gonna roll off a couple of more of these comments and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. So let me see. Yusugami says LP is Rockets' biggest asset right now, even more than Jalen Green, Jabari, and KPJ. I believe it. Yeah, more than yeah. I mean, just look at other fan bases. I bet you if we polled GMs and other fan bases, everybody would say it's Shangoon because Shangoon made the biggest impact on the national stage to where everybody remember him now. For real, like he did that. He did that. Tony M says ILR 38 years. Then you remember Louis Scola. Louis Scola was cold, man. I like the Louis Scola. Scola was kind of like a Kelly Olynyk. You know, I liked it. I like both of their games. I liked it. I like both of their games. Let's see. Dark Side DJ Catastrophe. He says Jalen Green's ceiling is DeRozan. Oh, nah, he don't shoot enough mid ranges to be DeRozan. DeRozan live in the mid range. And what you think about that, Frank? I think I don't.
Nah, nah, hell no. Jalen's ceiling is not DeRozan. Ceiling is like the best outcome for a player. His ceiling would be like way higher than that. I think he just has a very high ceiling and a very low floor. So the in between, we don't know where he's gonna land. I mean, he could be hell. I mean, I'm not gonna say Jordan Clarkson, but uh, I know that was a thing that it was a joke earlier. I think he's better than that, honestly. But we don't know, bro. We don't know. He really just got to be consistent, and that's the two guard is such a hard position to gauge because they don't impact winning for a couple of years because they're not the ball handlers, they're not the center. It's really hard to know how good a two guard is until you get them on a good team and see what they do. And one of the things they got to do is play defense. So like that's we just gonna have to wait and see with him. But I just hope that the fan base and the noise on social media can embarrass him into playing better. Like that's the thing we can do as fans. Embarrass him into the we're not giving up on Jalen. Nobody is. We're not giving up on none of our players and we're not giving up on the Rockets, but our power is the power of the outcry. Maybe we can shame the Rockets into doing better. Maybe we can embarrass the players into trying, the ones that aren't. And hopefully they'll hear some of the voices of people criticizing them rightfully on social media. And if anybody oh, you shouldn't tell them to shut the hell up because there's no reason why we are up on a Saturday night at midnight talking about this team if we didn't care about what the product was. There's no reason you guys go to games, buy jerseys. You are invested in this team. You spend time. Hell, y'all could be sleeping right now with your children doing whatever.
Right.
But you're here. So you've invested in this. So you have a right to speak on and expect more from the Rockets. So don't make that ever feel like you don't have a stake in this. We all do. If there was no fans, there'll be no Rockets.
I second that 100%. Rexy Bomb Bomb, he says, why they always stop going to Shangoon in the second half? Teams know they need to stop him, so they made adjustments to stop him from getting the ball, but Silas can't counter. Exactly. They took Shangoon away from us. Did you see how they started fronting him, not getting him, letting them get the easy entry passes? Then they started doubling him when he did get it. And like I say, I watched the other stream, bro. I always watch the other stream, and they're not the head coach, but the assistant coach. I think he's like the defensive coordinator for them. Um, he came out and he just plainly said, "Hey, that Shangoon kid is killing us. We need to do something about him." So this half coming out, we're gonna double him. We're gonna trap him. We're gonna front him to keep him from getting the ball. So you know what? That means he's our best player. The opposite team always schemes for the best player. He's our best player right now, bro. Whether you like it or not, he's our best player. So let's see where I'm at. Where I'm at. Cognop. Cognot Copland. Why did I choose these? Why did I choose that name to read out? Cognot Copland. He says the game was lost outside the 3-point line, not inside. Check the statistics. And one of 3-pointers was made from Shangoon, but I still believe in Jalen. He has the spark, and he will be great with small touches. Small touches? You don't want him to touch the ball a whole lot? I mean, he probably do need to be more of like a Steph Curry, just running off of screens, popping them up. You know what I'm saying? Throwing them up. Let's see. Tim Dunn, where you been at, bruh? I ain't see your fire Silas today. He said Silas Patton is worst coaching in NBA history stats. I knew it had to be something about Silas, bro. I knew it had to be something about Silas. Dan Deach, he says the Eagles look unstoppable. Oh, he talking about the playoff game. Yeah, they was playing the Jags, but the Jags was all right. The Jags was all right. Swaggy D says Jalen is more of a Levine. I agree. Let's see. Hopping all the way down to the end. Let's see. Arshawn Marsh says Game of Thrones style shame. Hey, bullying works, man. Sometimes, like bullying works, bro. You gotta bully sometimes people to get a light of fire under their ass, and Jalen needs that right now. Sigga Miggs, he says Space got to deal with these Turkish names. We do got a lot of Turkish names, bro, and they are hard to pronounce. I never took Turkish in school. I don't know how to pronounce half of the letters, so I'm just reading them as I think they sound. But for sure. Arshawn Moore says Dan DJs, bro, the show is the definition of how to screw something up. Oh man. DJ Dark Sacrifice game was lost at the free throw line. I mean, that game was lost a lot of different ways. Turnovers was one of the main factors. Then the 3-point line, they started hitting threes, we didn't. And then the free throw line, they missed like 2 free throws. And we missed, what, 10, 12 of them? So, yeah. Here we go. Joe Blue says stream at 5 a.m. Space and Frank prime Turkish hours. Oh, okay. Yeah, they just waking up. But we about to go to bed. Appreciate that, Joe Blue, for the $2 super chat, my man. You the real one.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Let's see. All day 3004. He says want to see Gup get the 6-man minutes. I don't think he deserve him over KJ. KJ should be starting, actually. But yeah, man, we about to get up out of here, man. Appreciate all of y'all for joining us at the Chop Shop, man. Y'all are the real ones. Y'all keep it interesting. Y'all keep it good enough. We can come in and just chop it up with the fellas. It's just like, we just chopping it up with the guys in the barbershop, bro. So y'all make it real, man. Y'all the real ones. We gonna see y'all the next go round. We got another round of the Timberwolves. Frank, you want to try to give a... Do you think we gonna pull that one out or no?
I mean, I don't even care about the wins and loss. I even forgot that we've lost 13 in a row. But I just want to see Jalen be different. So I expect him to come out with a mission. He should take it personally. That'll tell me a lot. If he folds in this next game, oh my God, I'll be so disappointed. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna beat them, especially if Gobert plays. But I do want Jalen to come out like with a mission at hand to like rectify what he did this last game.
For sure. Arshawn Mark says tank. Okay, brother. We out of here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Go get y'all some rest. Do something that's therapeutic and get this Rockets team off your brain, man. Like, we all gonna need probably a psychiatrist or somebody that we need to sit on the couch and just relieve all our stress to in a minute. But yeah, man, y'all the real ones. Appreciate y'all. We gonna be out of here. Let's go Rockets. We still gotta support the team. So y'all been up at 12, 1, 2, 3, 6 in the morning. Y'all the real ones, man. Y'all the real MVPs. We gonna get up out of here. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Let's go Rockets. Chop shop. CSG, we all we got, baby. Holla at your boys.